If you are the person that's just like me, you grew up in a predominantly white institute and you didn't know how to have conversations with people that look like you, it's okay. It's called English. Have conversations with them. Let them know your background. You will be more received than trying to be something that you're not. Because when it comes to living your true, authentic self, it's about being who you truly are. Hey, you. I've been thinking, actually, I think a lot, just like you probably. Uh, my recent conversations that I've been having with younger women, younger, beautiful women, um, all socioeconomic classes, about how to live your true, authentic self. Can I say it? How to live your true, authentic self. And that's such a hard question because I remember when I was between the ages of 25 to 35, that was really hard for me. You want to know why? Well, I think it stemmed back for me when I was growing up. You see, I grew up in a predominantly white school neighborhood. And so I really had no one to actually see that looked like me. So I had the privilege and the opportunity when I went home or not home to church on the weekends, my father being an assistant pastor at a local church in central Pennsylvania, who he is now the pastor of. That was the only time I actually interacted with someone or people, families that look like myself. My elementary school, I remember there was 3 people that looked just like me, and they were males. So really couldn't relate. All of my female friends, they were amazing. I still have friends today. I value them so much. And I believe because of those experiences, I'm able to walk in rooms so easily when I'm the only one that looks like me because that's all I know growing up. So how did I learn to live, excuse me, in my true authentic self? Well, I struggled with that because I would grow up thinking that I had to act a certain way, I had to know how to dance. I needed to learn how to say the conversations that we have in our community. I wanted to be able to have those conversations. I would never forget when I went to college and there was a conversation that was being had with a football player, and I played basketball, Division I. Everyone knows if you follow this page, you already know. And they were having a conversation. I can't remember what the word was. So let's just say, for example, that he said, you know what? This hamburger slaps, right? I thought he meant something totally different. And I said something and they laughed at me. They're like, what? Where you come from? Where are you from? Right? So I'm thinking, I don't know how I want to fit in. Hey, I'm hoping you're enjoying this episode of Coffee with E. I had to take 30 seconds to share with you one of our sponsors for this episode, Top Construction. They are a premier construction company located in Central PA. So if you live in Dauphin, Cumberland, Lancaster, and Lebanon counties, you want to check them out. Not only are they reliable, they are reasonable, and they get the job done. Now, let's go back to the episode. So I could have conversations with a different community, but I wanted to learn how to have a conversation in my community, if you will. And yet I realized that I am human. We are all human. So how did I determine what my true authentic self was? I had to do deep dive into, what is my superpower? I can relate to most people. It doesn't matter. I have empathy, easily have empathy. And I also believe that I have the ability to actually have conversations with people, making them feel as though they are seen and they are heard, so much so that they'll just tell me everything. So instead of looking at me being the so-called, if you will, learning how to be Black is a color, y'all, right? And I want us to start thinking about, in order for you to be your true authentic self, just live who you are. If you are the person that's just like me, you grew up in a predominantly white institute and you didn't know how to have conversations with people that look like you, it's okay. It's called English. Have conversations with them. Let them know your background. You will be more received than trying to be something that you're not. I promise you that, in all walks of life, all economic statuses. Because when it comes to living your true, authentic self, it's about being who you truly are. It has nothing to do with the color of your skin. And I wish more people knew that. I want to take 2 seconds to share with you that this particular episode is brought to you by Rob Shaw and Allstate Insurance. If you're looking for someone to give you insurance, whether it's home insurance, car insurance, go to him. He is your guy. Thank you, Rob, for sponsoring this show. Dare to be yourself. What do I mean by that? For me, for example, I am a tall woman, right? I love to play basketball. I went and got a Division I basketball scholarship. After a while, I decided that, hey, you know what? I want to try modeling. And then I figured out, you know what I like to do? Ooh, I like to sell real estate. So I got my degree in accounting, did accounting for a while, and then decided that, hey, I want to get into real estate. And that's what I did. But it didn't really, I wasn't able to really understand who I truly was until I figured out who is Erica Rawls. Because a lot of people, just like I did when I was younger, I tied my title, my job status, and where I live to who I was. And that's not true. Who I am is someone that is passionate about other people, who likes to root people on. I am literally going to be your biggest cheerleader. I promise you that. Anyone that is having a conversation about me cannot not say I am their biggest cheerleader. I probably will believe in what you do more than you can yourself. That's who I am. Big thank you to Sugaring NYC Harrisburg for sponsoring this episode. It's because of them we're able to bring this great content to you. Are you searching for a fabulous place that does lashes and eyebrows that slay, or hair removal that just makes you feel so great? You want to check them out. Now back to our show. I am someone that is confident that anyone can do whatever they want to do when they want to do it in an effective way with a plan and a strategy. You can get it done. But I first had to believe that in myself. So when I realized that I have this knack of being able to coach people through things, that's when I realized, okay, that's who I am. But it wasn't until I got honest with myself, stopped trying to be what other people expect you to be, or being what you think society expects you to be, that I was able to move past that. So I'm going to challenge you to do the same thing. How are you going to do it? Figure out who you are, right? Get past your job status. I don't care if you are a waitress or you are a CEO of a company. Who are you? What actually gets you really happy? What is it? What is that thing? What actually gets you really sad? What drives you? What motivates you? Because the thing you have to realize is you are always evolving into something, always. Every year, you have to ask yourself these questions. What am I here to do here on earth? I promise you'll figure it out. I just wish I had someone like myself that sat me down when I was younger to figure this out. Can we talk about what society wants us to do? Society defines a person by most times by how much money they make, where they live, how they dress, who they hang around. And that's not fair. So what I'm asking you to do is going to be against what I call social norms. And it's going to take a lot of courage. But again, I believe in you. So what are some things that you think is going to be really challenging for you to understand truly who you are, living your authentic self? Ooh, I have an example. I just thought about something. Recently had a conversation. This does not always go for younger people. Sometimes people my age struggle with being their true authentic self. Why? Because of the way they feel as though they're going to be perceived. How are you going to help someone else without sharing who you truly are, the experiences that you had? One of the things I think that we really do a really good job of is not sharing what we're going through. And everyone thinks that they are different or abnormal or no one else is going through that. We always want to show people our highlight reels. Just in case you don't know, these episodes are brought to you and funded majority from my real estate team, the Erica Rawls team. So thank you for continuing to support this channel. And if you're looking to sponsor in any way, one of the best gifts you can give us is a referral. So if you know anyone that's looking to buy or to sell, reach out to us. We are here to help. I'm going to ask you to have the courage to do just the opposite. I promise you're going to help someone. This may not be received by everyone, and if it's not, this message isn't for you. But the person that I'm speaking to that understands that they're struggling with trying to figure out who they truly are or afraid to dare to be themselves, I'm talking to you. I'm looking at you right in your eye. If you're listening, I'm talking in your ear. Are you listening? I'm giving you permission to dare to be yourself. That's all I have. That's what I was thinking today. I hope you found this helpful. Oh, and by the way, share this with someone you believe that this would resonate with, that you think would be helpful, because I would love nothing more than to meet you and them in the comments.